Hi everyone, welcome to our presentation video. So in today's our presentation, we're going to talk about our group assignment 3, the film review. So in today's film review, we're going to talk about the Crash, which is the movie in 2004. Um, this it was the assignment 3 from the intercultural communication module, and we are from the section 09. Before we start our presentation, I would like to introduce our team members. So the first one you can see is Yang Haoye, which is me, and then we have Tar Singh and Lian Tong and Huang Chongyi in our groups. So in our today's presentation, we're going to talk about our movie Crash, and we're going to introduce it first. Then we're going to talk about the characters and the plot progressions. After that, we have talked about the series overview and the series application in this movie. So, lastly, we will do the conclusion parts.
The introduction of this film. Crash is a film directed by Paul Haggis, set in Los Angeles. The film introduces multiple stories that explore themes of racial prejudice, cultural conflicts, and social inequality. Through the interactions of different characters from diverse backgrounds, it reflects the complex racial dynamic and cultural misunderstandings in American society. The main themes of this film. The film addresses issues of race, class, culture, and interpersonal conflicts, showing how people from different cultural backgrounds navigate anxiety, mistrust, and prejudice in their everyday interactions. About the character in this film, Officer Roy and the African American couple. Officer Roy and his partner stop an African American couple, and their interaction highlights racial prejudice and injustice. Farhad's shop being vandalized. Farhad, an Iranian store owner, experience a cultural and language barrier, leading to conflict with his employees and customers. Cameron and Kristen's car accident. Cameron and his wife Kristen, an African-American couple, are harassed by police officers, which demonstrates the deep-seated racial bias in the social they live in.
Plot development. The media of the film delves deeper into the conflicts and control tensions between the characters. Official Ryan's face and control misunderstanding. Officer Ryan's desire to maintain his unfairly and control basis leads him to insult the African American couple, escalating the conflict. Forehand and his employees forehand strangely with control anxiety and prejudice gets into an intense confrontation with his employees over misunderstandings. Cameron's inner strangely Calamari, a successful African American TV director, still faces clerical discrimination from police officers, leading him to reflect on his identity and social position. Interwoven relations. The film showcases how the relationships between these characters evolve, with cultural difference catching constant tension and misunderstanding. Then, climactic moments and ending. Officer Ryan's transformation after confronting his unprejudiced. Officer Ryan begins to resist his view on race and identity, suggesting that change is possible. Forhan's resolution. Forhand comes to teams with his identity and control background, utility reckoning with the people around him through misunderstandings remain open-ending. The film controls with unresolved conflicts, promoting the audience to think contrarily about the nature of prejudice, cultural difference, and reconciliation.
In this movie Crash, there have two series that can be found in this movie that we learn from the intercultural communication module. The first one is Anxiety and Uncertainty Management Theory, which we call the AUM. So this theory emphasizes the anxiety and uncertainty play crucial roles in intercultural communication. When engaging with a new culture, individuals experience anxiety and uncertainty that affect their ability to communicate effectively. So, it reducing these feelings is key to building trust and understanding across cultures. And then we have the face negotiation theory. So this theory shows that cultural groups differ in this preference for their face saving strategies. And it shows how individuals handle face uh, situations as this influences their communication behaviors. So the first theory, anxiety and uncertainty management theory, the AM AUM theory. So this theory can be found in this scene, the Farhad and Daniel's conflicts. The Farhad is a Iran store owner and he misunderstanding Daniel's behavior and becomes anxious, leading to a aggressive confrontation with Daniel. So this series application can be found and explained by Farhad's lack of cultural understanding and his uncertainty about Daniel's intention, about his anxiety, making him unable to communicate effectively, and this results in a misunderstanding and result conflicts. For the cross-cultural communication barrier, the Farhad's anxiety prevents him to managing the uncertainty in the interaction, leading to a negative outcomes. The second C that we can find is Officer Ryan and the African American couple's conflicts. So in this scene, the officer Ryan and his partner stopped a African American couple in the night, leading to the racial profiling and humiliations. So we can explain this theory to Officer Ryan's anxiety regarding the couple's race and the unfamiliar cultural dynamics in him to behave in an aggressive manner, further increasing the uncertainty in the situation. And also, it can be explained by the cultural misunderstanding, the Ryan's inability to manage the uncertainty and the uncertainty of the encounter exacerbates the conflicts, demonstrating how cultural differences can lead to negative outcomes when not.
Okay, so I'm gonna cover the face negotiation theory, and I'm gonna talk about Cameron, an African American TV director, and his wife Christian, who was stopped by the police car after who was stopped by the police after a car accident. The officer, due to his racial bias, accuses Cameron for being involved in the accident, even though Cameron tries to explain the situation very calmly. So, where does the theory works? So, face negotiation theory works as Cameron, as a member of a marginalized group, feels his social identity and faces that are threatened by the officer's unjust treatment. His desire to preserve his dignity and protect his self image drives him to react assertively. Conflicts and cultural sensitivity. The officer's aggression behavior threatens Cameron's face, but the way he handles it reflects the cultural differences in how individuals from different backgrounds manages face in high stress situations. Cameron's responses illustrate his attempt to negotiate his face in an environment of prejudice and cultural misunderstanding. The film Crash vividly illustrates the applications of anxiety, uncertainty management theory, and face negotiation theory. Through various scenes, we see how characters' anxieties, cultural misunderstanding, and face threatening behaviors result in escalating conflicts. These theories help explain the underlying cause of communication backgrounds and how individuals can manage anxiety and face concerns to improve intercultural communication. Thank you so much. That's all from our presentation.